Better buckle up and get ready. Put on that seatbelt. XRP, Ripple, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and the whole ecosystem is going to shock the world. We went from cryptocurrencies a fraud, a pet rock used for money laundering, crypto crusades against cryptocurrency, to now Senate hearings where they're like, hey, I'm pro-crypto. I'm pro-crypto. We're just trying to figure all this out. To Kamala jumping on board, to the right wanting to pull it underneath the Treasury. So we're going to watch a short clip from 3 years ago with Elizabeth Warren. Then we're going to watch the current clip where XRP is brought up in a Senate debate, And then we're going to go deep on how Ripple, behind the scenes, as the SEC bullies the crypto industry, they're like a bulldozer, literally a bulldozer. And I truly believe that this was all by design. There's no reason, literally no reason for this to be a 4-year case. Zero reason. If you look at the SEC, usually egregious cases last about 12 to 24 months, but the Ripple versus SEC case is now 4 years. Guys, they weren't ready for the systemic switch. So they went after him to stop the system. Remember, first they resist it, then they sue it, then they regulate it, then they join it. Draper. We are now in regulation and joining phase. Now, the good news is you still have a very speculative run. We still have 6 years to get really, really wealthy. So let's dive in. A lot of great stuff going on. It's like, holy cow. So if you didn't watch yesterday, John Deaton just absolutely crushed it in the Senate debate against Elizabeth Warren. He was poised. He was calm. He was succinct. He was factual. And he did a phenomenal job. So this is 3 years ago, and I want you to listen to, we know Elizabeth Warren's stance. I mean, we've all watched this, right? She has an anti-crypto crusade, and she packages it up how she wants. We're perceiving it how we want as well, right? There's our perception, her perception, but we know she's against crypto. We're going to listen to this from 3 years ago, and then we're going to watch what John Deaton said about XRP on the Senate debate last night.
Many risks to financial stability and have failed to serve Americans' needs. The giant banks have created huge problems, but I'm not convinced that crypto is the solution. In fact, crypto could be even more dangerous for consumers, more dangerous for the environment, and more dangerous for the stability of our financial system.
Okay, that's what she believed about crypto 3 years ago. Now, if you watched the Senate debate last night, if you go to I think if you start at like 30 minutes right about here, okay, you can watch, there's about an 8-minute clip around cryptocurrency, but I'm going to show you guys, because a lot of people are really big onto XRP. I'm going to show you the point where he just kind of slam dunks, drops the mic on XRP. Now let's kind of build the narrative up to here, right? So he's slamming her for being anti-crypto. And then she says, no, I'm not anti-crypto. Big difference in what she's been pushing. And then he slams her, like her big narrative is, oh, because most of your donors are coming from cryptocurrency, what are you going to have to do for those donors when you win? It's like, Elizabeth Warren, where are you getting all your income from? Where, like, think about this for just a moment. Let's, if you want to pull back the onion, we can. Okay.
Push on the banks and tried to get more regulation over the banks and tried to hold the banks accountable every single time they step out of line. Now, I get it. They're big and they're powerful. Of course, I don't take my money from the banking industry. I take my money from the people who want to support this campaign. What I don't hear you talking about is what exactly do the crypto folks expect to get by funding 90%
You want to know
of your
something?
campaign?
Everyone out there, I sued the government because the SEC had done something really bad to small retail investors, and a lifelong Democratic judge agreed with me. I did it all pro bono, and this token XRP was called legal because of my work. I won Lawyer of the Year, Consumer Advocate of the Year, Defender of Freedom Award because I did it for free. And guess what? Last week, that crypto billionaire that she's talking about that has supported me just donated millions of this XRP token to Vice President Harris' campaign. If I didn't do what I did, sue the SEC on behalf of small retail investors, that donation to your candidate of choice, Senator, would not have happened. So, Madam Vice President, if you're watching, you're welcome.
I would like, I'll leave it at that. I highly recommend you go watch it. It's about 8 minutes. The whole thing is about 58 minutes, but there's 8 minutes all about cryptocurrency And they're all flipping, guys. Kamala is now pro crypto. They have to be. That's the thing. I mean, we can try to read between the lines all you want. They have to be. The system is going to change. Okay. Ripple announces USD RLUSD exchange partner for global distribution. So this was from Business Wire. Okay. This news came out yesterday. It says, with our initial exchange partners, the clear utility and demand for Ripple's stablecoin, a strong focus on regulatory compliance, Ripple stablecoin is poised to become the gold standard for enterprise-grade stablecoins, said Brad Garlinghouse. Customers and partners have been asking for a high-quality stablecoin like Ripple stablecoin to use across various financial use cases such as payments, tokenization of real-world assets, decentralization. Our payment solution will leverage RLUSD, XRP, and other digital assets to enable faster, more reliable, and cost-effective cross-border payments. Think about this logically, okay? You are a company. You're a big bank manager, or you run a big institution like JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, any of these banks. Are you going to go with a company who is just starting out or just has a technology? Or are you going to go with a company who literally beat the SEC, who is deep in regulation, who cooperated before they got sued by the SEC, has one of the greatest leadership teams, one of the most powerful board of directors? Guys, this was all by design, all by design. Ripple is going to be one of the largest financial institutions in the world. That is just my opinion. That is my opinion, and I stand on that. Today, Ripple Swell, we are proud to announce Ripple USD partner exchanges. Their first partners are Uphold, Bitstamp, Bitso, MoonPay, and CoinMenya in Inviserve and Bullish. So those are their first ones, partner exchanges. They're going to be doing global distribution. Okay. And there'll be more to come, I guarantee you. Digital Asset Investor put this out. He said Stripe owns 2% of XLM supply. I'm a big XLM holder as well. He said he's been covering this for 5 years. The truth is showing up now. Stripe announces using Stellar as their payment rail. This is where you got to pay attention, guys. You're going to start to see these types of announcements. Stripe's like, hey, listen, we're using Stellar. Okay. You got XLM. You're going to hear all these institutions start announcing we're using Ripple's technology, XRP. And remember, XRP can't be cheap in order, or can't be, the token can't be cheap in order for the payments to be inexpensive, right? It has to be expensive. The token has to be worth a lot in order for it to be cheap. Okay. So that's what I want to talk about today. It's interesting to see the transition now. And so this is where, if you're new to crypto, this is where you have to really pay attention to the narrative. So I'm a very, very, very fundamental. I have an investment thesis. Okay. I developed an investment thesis, which has helped me not get caught up in these pump and dumps, meme coins, all the bullshit that a lot of these influencers are selling you out there. And most of them that are pumping these tokens are getting paid to pump those tokens. We've never, ever been paid by a cryptocurrency company to promote any type of token. We are proud of that. We have stand tall. Everything we talk about, we own or we've created. And that's something that I stood on. And could I have made a ton of money by promoting tokens with our 2.2 million followers across all our platforms and about 500,000 views a day? Absolutely. But I chose to take the high road. I chose to say, it just doesn't feel right. And we built our own ecosystems, right? We built our own wealth outside of crypto. And that allowed us to stay unbiased, or I would best would be biased based on our own living experience, and present to you what we are actually doing. So the first warning I have for you is be very, very, very careful. The more hypey something is, if it's too good to be true, it is. Okay. I developed an investment thesis. I'm a Warren Buffett style investor in crypto. I invest in technologies and infrastructure that will change the world. Things like Bitcoin, that's my store of value. That's gold. XRP is a payment rail. XLM is a payment rail. Those have real world utility. There's things like VeChain, that's supply chain management. Awesome. Okay. Got supply chain management, money moving at the speed of light. Then we have infrastructure. You have things like Ethereum. You have HBAR, you have ADA, you have infrastructure. So I'm just giving you examples of infrastructure. And if you need more of education, go to my education section. I break all this stuff down. You have to become an intelligent investor. Remember, Wall Street wins 100% of the time. It's just a big wave of energy. Now you're going to have this big hype train coming because crypto is going to go extremely parabolic in about 30 days. Okay, and everybody's going to be like, trying to rush in. You can't rush in like that. It's like going and swinging in a fight like this. You got to put your head up. You got to step back. You got to have eyes up, chin up, right? You got to be ready. You got to move through the punches. You got to be fluid like water. And so that's what I do. I'm fluid like water. As crypto goes up, high risk, high return, I pull it down. I take profits. Bitcoin, I'm not touching. All my other coins, 50%, I'm pulling it down, and I'm max funding my insurance policies. Rule number 1, don't lose money. Rule number 2, follow rule number 1, Warren Buffett. I insure my money. My principal is guaranteed. So as everybody else comes collapsing down in the markets, I've insured my profits. Number 2 is if I need to, I can borrow against the cash value tax-free with tax code 77028, and money compounds every 7 years at 10%. So I got the power of the 8th wonder of the world, compounding. I can borrow against my asset, richest man in Babylon, tax-free, and multiply that money, and my principal is guaranteed. Okay. I'm also set in my businesses now. I'm going to continue to innovate into the future, right? Future-proof our businesses. Then we're going into real estate for tax liabilities, depreciation, and long-term strategy around that. And precious metals is silver. Bitcoin is my gold. Pretty simple strategy, right? But I'm very, very disciplined in that strategy. So financial literacy is very, very important right now. Financial discipline is extremely important, but stop trying to get rich quick. Yes, you can make a large amount of money in a short amount of time in crypto, but the key is to have a game plan. The key is to have a game plan. So I hope that information helps. This is getting really fun, really exciting. Remember, when they tell you to look this way, look the other way. So if you need any support at all, I have some amazing resources for you. Okay, we get hundreds of messages. We do the best we can to answer every single one of them. First warning, we do not have an investment platform. That is not us talking to you on Telegram, WhatsApp, or we're not proactively DMing you on Instagram or any messaging system. We don't have a trading platform. We don't there's no money exchanged. You will never send my people money, ever. Okay. There's scammers out there. There's millions of thousands of them. We delete them and they pop right back up. Okay, so any influencer in the crypto space is never going to message you on Telegram. They're not going to reach out to you and say, hey, how's your portfolio? Hey, send me money to put into my trading. If you send that money, it's gone, right? Be very careful. Okay, what we do have is first is a free resource. I get hundreds of messages on how I insure my money. I use insurance. I use Index Universal Life. Some people use whole life, cash value life insurance. Okay, so I have a whole team ready to help you understand that. It's called the needs assessment. What's more important is not what I do, is what do you need for your family? And it's based on your needs assessment. So you fill out the needs assessment. That's a free consultation, 100% free. Okay. Just do me a favor. If you set the appointment, make sure you show up. My team is getting tons of appointments per week. So please respect their time. Don't even fill it out if you're not going to show up for the appointment. Okay. They're going to text you. They're going to call you. They're going to email you. They're going to reach out to you. You will never send them money. It's a free consultation. Very important. Number 2, if you're like, hey, listen, I need to put some blinders on. I need a like-minded community. I want a place where I can ask questions. I want a place where I can learn. I want to be educated. I want to learn financial literacy. I want to be part of a group of like-minded people. My academy is for you. That's down there. That's a paid academy. It's a monthly subscription, to be very clear. And yeah, that's education. So I got 2 amazing resources for you, and I love you guys. Have an awesome day, and I hope to see you on the inside. So how do you find those? Description of this video, or click the link in my social media platform. I'll see you on the inside. Love you.